my daughter was failed at is Greenville County schools. They have this whole thing where there's zero tolerance. That is foolishness. It has never been zero tolerance. This one here, back in the day, in middle school, she went to a mostly white middle school, and this big corn-fed girl threatened her and told her that she was going to cut her neck off, and cut her head off, and staple it back onto her. I actually put this in an email to Greenville County, copied in the district, copied in everybody, because I've just always been that person. There's always an above you. So I'm not getting what I need here, then I'm going to go above you, and then I'm going to go above you.
Right.
But, you know, people who look like us don't matter.
Nah.
You know, especially if your paper ain't long, you know, at the end of the day, like, they ignored her. That's a terroristic threat. Nothing happened. This girl was going around telling people she was going to beat her up, sending people to give her messages that she was going to beat her up. And then when they finally got into a physical altercation, the call that I got on my job,
right,
is she done jumped this girl. Now, if you get a call and you hear that your student has jumped somebody, what's your thought process?
Meanwhile, she actually came up to me to a locker and said, "Do you got a problem?" And I just went to work. And what's so crazy is that, you know, again, I went to a predominantly white school. So, you know, the bitches are snickering at me, you know, oh, she finna get beat up. But, you know, when it's, oh, God, no! Stop it! Oh, my God! And then I become the offender. I become the criminal. I become the one that, you know, is out of control. I become the problem.
So you don't whooped on so bad, they thought it was two of you.
That's how I got the call. And it was so crazy because I got the call from the administrator, and she was like, Sierra has jumped this student and you need to come get her right now. And I was like, what? I said, you got to tell me what's, because I'm always that parent.
Right.
I'm always that parent because I was raised by my grandmother, and, you know, the old school black mamas, like, oh my God, they're going to whip your butt and ask questions later. She used to, if they said I did it, I did it. Right. You know, period, point in the blank. And so I said I would never be like that with my children. I make sure that I know my children. I study them.
Right.
And you ain't going to call me and just tell me you know anything about them, because I know that the system is set up when it comes to us for failure. Y'all got a school to prison pipeline. That's a real thing. You don't really want us in the same classes with your children. That's a real thing. And so you're not going to just tell me know anything when it comes to my child. I have to have a reasonable thought process as to how that happened.
Right.
And so me knowing my child, no, she ain't just jumped. Oh no. And what do you mean when you say jump? So who all fought with her?
Right.
Because you talking like it's more than one person. They're like, no, it's a fight. So let's say that. Say this and then say there was a physical altercation, not that she jumped anybody. Because now you sounding biased. And I'm talking to him just like that. Okay. That's who I am.
Okay.
She's like, well, you know, it's da-da-da. Well, who was the person? Oh, that little girl that we've been complaining about for the past 4 to 6 months that's been harassing her. Right. Yeah, like get ready, click. So the school resource officer calls me, and he's apologetic. Thank God he had some sense in the situation, because a lot of these times it's just a group mentality. Like they all feel the same, and they will support each other. And they will back each other. That's why you have so many children like experiencing this. But he told me, he said, you know, I hate that it happened to her. He said, I ain't put her in cuffs. He said, because she didn't start it. He said, that student walked over to her locker. He said, and I know what's been going on. He said, but I'm telling you that if her parent wants to press charges, then I'm going to have to do that.
Right. Okay.
You know, and thank God she had a logical mother who had said, you got what you was looking for.
Okay.